Hi guys, today I'm going to give you 5 tips with your nutrition that will help you with your weight loss, staying in shape, or just generally build better nutritional habits into your lifestyle. Now, number 1, I would say is the most important, and that is to try to get the majority of your calories from nutrient-dense foods. These foods tend to be the most satiating, so therefore we will feel fuller for longer. And also they contain the majority of vitamins and minerals need on a daily basis that can stop us being deficient, in them, that will potentially lead to cravings that our body gets when we do lack certain vitamins and minerals. Foods such as beef, fish, vegetables, fruit, potatoes, quinoa, lentils, these type of foods, are very nutrient dense. Number 2, make use of 0 calorie or next to 0 calorie and sugar-free sauces, as well as sauces you can add into the majority of foods to add flavor into your diet. When we try to lose weight, we tend to try and stay away from these type of sauces. So by adding them in at near enough 0 calories, and 0 sugar, then we can feel like we're just maintaining our normal daily habits that will help us stay on track with our nutritional targets. Number 3 is try to add in foods to places where you have removed them from. Now, that might sound confusing, it doesn't need to be, but when, for example, I'm dieting, I will remove things like, I normally have a cup of rice. If I was going to add rice into a meal, I'll have half a cup, so I've removed half a cup, but I'll fill it in with something like shredded lettuce, tomato, cucumber. So I'm adding in less calorie foods to the food that I've removed, so it's filling in that gap, that would be there if I didn't put them in there. So for example, if I'm removing 100 calories, I can put in 50 calories worth of lettuce, cucumber, tomato, and therefore I remain satiated. I filled in that gap, but I'm still consuming less calories than I would have done, if I had that extra half a cup of rice in there. It may not seem like a lot, but do this over a long period of time, and it adds up very quickly. Now, 4 and 5 tend to go together, but I'm going to separate them and I'll explain why. Is number 4, is a lot of people tend to fail on their diets because they go from 0 to 100, pretty much instantaneously. Now, when you are trying to maintain weight, if you, for example, are a person that you're maintaining weight at 2,500 calories and you're moving into a weight loss phase, if you just wipe out 1,000 calories like that, which many people try and do, is obviously that is a huge drop in one go, and then they wonder why weeks later you can't maintain that same speed. And it's not a good way to do it anyway, because eventually you're going to come up to a plateau and then you've got nowhere to go, because you can't remove obviously even more because you're getting on borderline dangerously low amount of calories, and you want somewhere to go if you ever plateau. So my suggestion is look at the long picture, play the long game, as they say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So chip away at it bit by bit by removing small amount of calories on a weekly basis, and you will manage your weight loss more efficiently and more likely to comply to that target, or that diet to get you to that target, in a greater fashion. Number 5, is not only do people try to go from 0 to 100 too quickly, but they try and change everything in one go. I've done this many times. If someone comes to me and asks for a diet, I give them a diet sheet, they go away, and I tell them to fill it in with their normal daily habits, what they normally eat, what they normally drink, and when they do so. Don't change anything. They come back to me a week later, they give me the sheet, and it is absolutely, it's a perfect diet. It's probably a similar diet to what I would have written out if I was to give them a healthy nutritional diet. And then I give it back to them and say, great, you've just written your own diet. And they kind of look at me a bit strange. And I say to them, that isn't what you normally eat, is it? And they say, no. It's like, well, I need to know your habits. I need to know what you like, what you don't like, okay, when you eat it, what's your daily routine? Because the less I change, the more likely you're going to comply to what I give you, okay? It's no problem by having little treats here and there, but if I know where they are, we can control it and still, okay, decrease your calories if weight loss is your target, okay? Excuse me. So don't change everything in one go, because you are less likely, okay, going to stick with that, and therefore, obviously, you won't reach your nutritional target, okay, or your weight target. So guys, that's it. Those are the 5 tips, okay? Get your foods, okay, or your calories from nutrient-dense foods, okay? Make use of sugar-free sauces, 0 calorie sauces or next to calorie 0, okay? Use filler foods. Don't do things too fast, okay, with your nutritional habits, okay? If your goal is weight loss, do it over a period of time, bit by bit. And number 5 is don't change everything at once, okay? You are setting yourself up for failure if you do those things, okay, or if you don't do those things. Guys, I hope this is helpful to you. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to shoot me a comment or a message, okay, and I'll happily get back to you, okay? All the best, guys. Take care. See you later.